guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Michelle. I've been getting a lot of really good responses lately on my videos for the Cayman Islands, so I wanted to go ahead and make another video about Cayman and talk about how you can get your pet here to the Cayman Islands, as I just recently had a friend move here with her dog and it was a very difficult process to get him down here. So this is Gucci. I'm pet sitting him right now. So his owner's coming back today. I'm gonna go pick her up from the airport at 4. But it was definitely a really serious process to get Gucci down here, and he almost didn't make it. He almost had to fly at a later time because it's so difficult and there's so many steps to get dogs down here. Okay, so step number 1 is getting a microchip in your pet. So this obviously is very unpleasant for the pet, but it is a requirement by the Cayman Islands government to get your pet microchipped in order to come down here. Step number 2 is the rabies vaccination. You're gonna need a consecutive rabies vaccination on a yearly basis. So this is quite difficult. If you don't have the rabies vaccination from last year, you'll have to go ahead and get your pet vaccinated for rabies now. You'll need to then wait another year and get your pet vaccinated for rabies again in order to move down here. The third step to get your pet down here is the rabies titer test. So you need to get your pet tested and see if they do have the rabies. And then of course, if they do, they're not gonna be able to come to Cayman. So fingers crossed that the titer test all goes well and your pet is able to enter Cayman. So step number 4, which is also really tricky because you have to do it within 14 days of entry to the Cayman Islands with your pet, is you need to get the tick and tapeworm tests. So these need to be completed within 14 days of your flight. So this isn't something that you can do yet. This is something that you're gonna have to do 2 weeks prior to flying out. Step number 5 is you're going to need a health certificate from a veterinary clinic. This is they ask a lot of questions on this test, and your vet may be wondering, like, why do they need this information? But just fill out the forms that you need and give these forms to your vet so they know exactly what you need, and basically just tell them, don't ask any questions, this is what the country's requiring. There may be specific vets that deal with pets traveling, and you could go to one of those vets as well. But if you do have a local vet that you normally go to, this should be totally fine. And if they can't help you out, I'm sure that they can recommend you to a veterinary clinic that can help you out getting this health certificate for your pet to travel here to Cayman. Step number 6 is making sure you have all other required routine vaccinations. So any routine yearly vaccinations that you need, you have to make sure these are all up to date and that your pet has all of these vaccinations so they can come to Cayman as well. Number 7 is you have to give the flight information to the Cayman Islands government 48 hours prior to departure so that the government knows exactly which flight your pet is landing on and when it's going to be here. Step number 8 is submitting now this application to the government. So once you've gotten all of these things done, you're gonna have to submit this application to the Cayman Islands government and pay them a $50 fee, which I believe is like an online transfer you can do. Or what I did for my friend was I just went directly to the Department of Agriculture and submitted the payment for her, and then she submitted the application via email with the government. You also need to include a photo of your pet with this application, and fingers crossed that this gets approved and your cute little furry friends will be traveling with you down to Grand Cayman. I know it is a difficult process, but it's definitely worth it. One more thing I forgot to mention, once you actually arrive in the Cayman Islands with your pet, you then need to go to the Department of Agriculture and register them here. So even though you've already got the pet here and all of those steps are done, you again need to go to the Department of Agriculture and actually register your pet here in Cayman Islands. So kind of seems like the steps never stop. It is a long process, but it's, like I said, it's worth it to get your furry friends down here. If you guys have any other questions about getting your pet down to Cayman, just leave a comment down below. I'll try to answer if I know the answer to your question, and if not, hopefully I can link you to some external resources that can help you a little bit more. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to watch more videos about Cayman, or if you have any other questions about moving down to Cayman, please comment down below and I'll start posting more videos like this and getting ideas from you guys about what you want to see. So thanks again.